Thank you. In Africa today, middlemen take between 50 to 70% of all agricultural transactions. And guess who is left to suffer? The smallholder farmer. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born in Injeru, in Uganda, and I was born to peasant farmers. While a kid, I used to help my mother to transport our produce to the market. It was really so costly to transport all our produce to the market, and we were never sure that we would find customers to sell to. I personally watched as my mother, who invested in a lot of energy to till the soil, to plant, and to harvest, as she was exploited by middlemen who used to pay her a price that was far much lower than the market price, under a pretext that her produce would go bad if she never sold to them. Now, as a kid, that was not good news at all. My mother's story is a story of over 60% of the Ugandan population that is engaged in grassroots agriculture today. This is close to 20 million Ugandans who are facing the market dilemma, and they deservingly require a solution to help them connect to the market. Now, that is the very reason as to why I came up with TIFAT Uganda, to help connect the smallholder farmers, not only to the market, but also for them to get better prices for their produce. In the history of our universe, we have never had as many young people as we have today, 1.8 billion young people. We have never witnessed a generation that is as proactive, as connected, and as creative as you, the millennial generation of today. 10 years ago, when I had just started working with my community, figuring out ways in which we could transform our landscapes into more resilient ones that could actually ensure sustainable agriculture, but also increase productivity. I was not alone. Elsie from Ghana was mobilizing young farmers, and right now as I speak, she delivers fresh produce to the market. Julie from France started Bridge for Billions, and she empowers young people to become entrepreneurs. Portia from South Africa started Portia Foundation, and right now as I speak, she empowers women and young people in using arts. And then Redza from Malaysia started Grab Cycle, which is simply a social supermarket that aims at reducing food waste. Now, in all the 4 continents that I've been to, in every country that I visit, this is the same theme that I encounter. Young people working tirelessly to contribute to social change in their communities. So we are young, and we are a voice to reckon with. However much it may appear that we work alone in solitary, miles and miles away from each other, we are actually a movement. And all our small actions that we are working on presently, if summed up together, that is what will constitute to global change. So in the next 15 years, the CEOs, the leaders who will come up with policies that will shape the future of our planet will be you, the millennials of today. We therefore have a responsibility towards our planet to ensure that these young people are well trained and skilled so as to be able to come up with such decisions when that time comes. Let's empower them to harness both the institutional and numerical strength to be the torchbearers of today's sustainable development agenda. Tomorrow, long after I'm gone, when my story is being written, I wanted to say that I lived at a time when we all appreciated the key ingredient in ensuring a sustainable future for our planet, and that is empowering and investing in young people. I thank you.
Nice.